Marvel's newest round of Infinity War toys have once again revealed perhaps a bit too much about an upcoming movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In case you don't remember, Thor Ragnarok saw the Odinson lose his right eye in a battle with his villainous sister Hela, the goddess of death. While losing an eye barely inconvenienced the god of thunder in combat, it did mangle his look, leaving the hero bruised and battered and shorn of his locks by the end of Ragnarok, where Infinity War picks up.
Who the hell are you guys?
Hasbro's assortment of Infinity War toys, as well as Funko's bobbleheads, have made it perfectly clear that Thor doesn't lose his eye permanently. In fact, he seems to get it back in time for whatever big battle the Avengers have against Thanos. But a few toys tell a slightly larger story. Hasbro's Marvel Legends 3-pack gives us a Thor with an eye patch, hanging out with Rocket and a teenaged Groot, a trio that's repeated in a Lego set, and Hot Toys teaser photos for their own Infinity War action figures. A later wave of Marvel Legends includes a second Thor, this time with 2 working eyes and a fancy new axe, with a handle made of Groot. New Cos Baby figures from Hot Toys also appear to show the full evolution in Thor's status quo, fixing a setback the character suffered in his most recent solo movie. If they do indeed reflect the events of Infinity War, the 2 Thor figures seem to tell a story of personal growth and triumph for the mythical Asgardian fighter. The first figure shows Thor with an eye patch, charging himself up for combat Dragon Ball Z style. He still sports the scars of his battle with Hela, with only one lightning-charged eye visible. All is as expected. The second figure introduces a 2-eyed Thor with new armor and a new weapon. Scarring around the figure's right eye is consistent with the damage Hela caused, with one big difference: the eyeball is back, suggesting that the god of thunder is going to regenerate his eye as a part of the push against Thanos. While audiences have seen Thor spontaneously generate magical armor around his body before, we've never seen him regrow an actual body part. If all of this turns out to be true, it begs the question, why hasn't he regrown his hair?
Life is about growth, it's about change.
Previously, a toy called the Hulk Out Hulkbuster seemed to confirm a major moment from the upcoming superhero movie, revealing that Bruce Banner will wear one of Tony Stark's Hulkbuster Iron Man suits before going green inside it, bursting out of the armor like a vengeful, angry nesting doll.
Wow.
However, it's worth noting that these tie-in products aren't always on the money, with occasional liberties being taken with the story for the sake of making a kick-ass toy. Previous reports that a Lego set had revealed Thor to be using the comic book weapon Yarnbjorn in Infinity War turned out to be not quite accurate. It was later confirmed that Thor's weapon in the movie would be an axe called Stormbreaker. So as fun as it is, and as accurate as it might end up being, it's still worth taking all of this toy-sourced information with a hefty abundance of salt. We'll be able to see for ourselves what happens to Thor in Avengers Infinity War, when the movie launches in theaters worldwide on April 27th.
Ready?
Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.